Hi folks, this is Dave from Wyoming Old Iron. I'm back with you on our microwave series, and today I want to discuss the fuse in general. The fuse is the most common reason why you will go out and find a microwave dead. No power, no lights, no nothing. So if you look, you can see our old automotive style fuse right here. So I want to cover the reasons why the fuse will blow. Most of the fuses on modern microwaves are 20 amp. See if we can get this in the screen where you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to have to try to do this. So we're on ohms. We're looking for a pathway through the fuse. So it reads 0. That means the fuse is good. So I want to discuss the reasons the fuse will blow. First of all, I discussed in the door switch video how there's a monitor switch that prevents the unit from running with the door or drawer open. A bad monitor switch or a bad activation switch, or both, will blow the fuse. In the case of Sharp, their policy is whenever you have a blown fuse, to change the monitor switch as well. That's what they want you to do. It's been my experience that rarely is that necessary, but it is possible. The other reasons the fuse will blow are just as important. It's important you know them. So this fuse is clipped in. See if I can get it out of here without breaking it. Go. Okay, those little prongs are called a fuse holder. In this case, they're part of a small power circuit board. The fuse, if it's open, it'll blow A, due to a bad door switch. B, it will blow due to a bad high voltage capacitor. And we will get to the high voltage component tests in a later video. And C, it will blow due to an overheat. And that's the hardest one to determine a lot of times. So if you look at the ends of this fuse, you see where the ceramic goes into the middle end. Now again, this is a good fuse. I wish I had a bad one here to show you, but I don't. But if you look at the fuse and you see solder melted out the ends of the fuse, there's a good possibility it failed due to an overheat. Overheat can happen, in my experience, mainly one of two ways. If there's also any kind of a burn mark on this fuse on either end, it's really common to come in here to the ends of the fuse holder and find a corresponding burn mark, and you'll find these, or there may not be a burn mark, but you'll find them very, very, very loose. Simply pinching them back together, if there's no burn mark, and replacing the fuse will fix your problem probably 90% of the time. But there's another problem that nobody thinks of today, and that is the microwave that is not on its own circuit. In a house, you're normally wired with 20 amp circuits that the microwave plugs into. This microwave pulls, when it's running full power, this microwave pulls almost 14 amps. If you're in an older home that not only is, you only have 1 or 2 kitchen circuits, and not only is the microwave plugged in, but the toaster, the coffee pot, the bread maker, or any number of other high draw electrical appliances, if they're both on the same circuit, then what happens is, let's say your toaster's pulling 6 amps and your microwave's pulling 14. You are running right at your maximum. Technically, a 20 amp circuit is only good for 16 amps, but it will handle 20 for a while. I won't get into the electrical theory of that. That's just the way it is. So anyway, what happens is when you're reaching the maximum amperage you can pull, you're also building heat throughout the circuits. And eventually you will melt the solder out of these fuses. If you see that as a technician or as a homeowner, you need to make sure this microwave is on its own circuit, if at all humanly possible. So, and we're going to get to a better, more complete series of tests here with a microwave that's dead. But, and that's going to take some time to run it through everything. But my point is, this is the fuse. Now, the fuse may not be on this board. It may be on a fuse holder. It may be enclosed in a milky white plastic circular container. But all microwaves have this kind of a fuse in them, in my experience, except for a very few built-in wall oven microwave combinations. So that's the things that will cause a fuse to blow. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them, or if you think I missed something. But these are the reasons a fuse will blow. In the next video, we're going to cover the dead microwave. We're going to cover the microwave that doesn't power on at all. And we're going to take you through and show you how to test for all of the failures that it could possibly be on a dead microwave. So with that, if you enjoy these, if you think you're getting something out of the series, please hit the subscribe and like button. I do eventually want to get this channel monetized. And again, I will eventually get to the old cast iron stuff out in the shop. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.